Day 264. Still no news conference from Hillary Clinton, but she is holding a rally in Reno, Nevada today. It follows an interview where she got a little testy when questioned about the Clinton Foundation. Take a listen.
Why was it okay for the Clinton Foundation to accept foreign donations when you were Secretary of State, but it wouldn't be okay if you were president?
Well, what we did when I was Secretary of State, as I said, went above and beyond anything that was required, anything that any charitable organization has to do. Now, obviously, if I am president, there will be some unique circumstances, and that's why the foundation has laid out additional unprecedented
But didn't those unique circumstances exist when you were Secretary of State?
Elected.
Didn't those unique circumstances exist?
No. You know, look, Anderson, I know there's a lot of smoke and there's no fire. This AP report, put it in context. It excludes nearly 2,000 meetings I had with world leaders, plus countless other meetings with U.S. government officials when I was Secretary of State. It looked at a small portion of my time, and it drew the conclusion and made the suggestion that my meetings with people like the late, great Elie Wiesel or Melinda Gates or the Nobel Prize winner Muhammad Yunus were somehow due to connections with the foundation instead of their status as highly respected global leaders. That is absurd.
Well, as you heard there, Clinton slamming that report by the Associated Press. Democrat strategist Christy Setzer says Clinton's right, but GOP strategist Mercedes Schlapp disagrees. Christy, to you first. I want to draw your attention to a poll. 66% of responders said that Hillary Clinton is dishonest, not to be trusted. She's taking a toll from this not having a press conference. Do you think that if she did answer questions in front of the media, she could clear the air and improve her standing on trustworthiness?
Well, I don't think that the reason that people believe that she is dishonest is because she hasn't done a press conference. I don't think there's any connection there whatsoever. And I actually think that Clinton had a really good answer to this when she was asked about it last night. And she said, look, I'm in front of the media all the time. We do interviews. She does late night shows. She does, individual interviews like the one with Anderson Cooper. I think that's incredibly fair. There's something that's a little bit outdated, to be honest, about the old-fashioned press conference. We just live in a new media environment right now in which Donald Trump makes news by tweeting things all of the time, right? So,
all right, Mercedes.
I just think it's a bit of an interesting question.
A late night host is not what I would consider objective journalism in any sort of way. And I think that we know really the truth behind this, which is clearly the last time, for example, we had Hillary Clinton do a sit-down interview with Fox News' Chris Wallace. It ended up being almost a week worth of news of Hillary Clinton talking about whether her information was classified, not classified, and talking about her email scandal where she was extremely careless, as FBI Comey has described. So I think for Hillary Clinton, the reason why she wouldn't do a press conference is because look what she did today. She gave a very strong speech for close to 45 minutes where the networks were covering it. And she was able to specifically hone in and criticize Donald Trump. If she is put in a situation where she's in a press conference, there's a likelihood that we would be talking about more so the Clinton Foundation and whether there was this cozy relationship between her donors and her staff, and really honing in on the scandals that have basically plagued this campaign.
Well, Christy, the bottom line is surely that she doesn't need to hold a press conference, and if she did, she exposes herself to risk. That's the point, isn't it?
As does Donald Trump, right? I mean, again, the larger point is that we live in a different media environment right now where anybody who is half good at their job is able to control that message that they are putting out every day. If you are running a competent presidential campaign, and I've worked on 3 of them, then what you are doing each day is controlling the way in which the message that you are trying to put out is actually heard.
Do you think she can go all the way from now to the election, 74 days, and not give a press conference? I asked that to you, Christy, and then Mercedes. Christy first.
I can if that's something that they want to do. That might not be their strategy. It might be their strategy to get out and hold press conferences.
I think the campaign is in the driver's seat. They can decide not to hold the press conference. This is about controlling the message. This is what the campaigns are doing. She doesn't need to give the answers to the press. If she doesn't need to, she's going to give these speeches and she's going to hone in on Donald Trump. That's going to be her approach.
Christy, Mercedes, 74 days to the election. We shall see. Thanks to both of you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.